Okay, so recording started.
Good.
Okay, hello everybody again, welcome. And I'm wondering, what can we create tonight? So, okay, let's start with this. Who came here because they have some fear of ghosts? And then, second question, who came here to receive the magic? So the funny thing, it's that they kind of go hand in hand. Yeah. If you never been in an access class before or anything and never ever heard about access before, maybe it would be good to hear about the clearing statement that I'll probably use lots of times. So it sounds like very weird and wacky, but it works. And it's right and wrong, good and bad, bot and bock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What it really does, it's to go to that place where something was created, like limited beliefs, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and to really uncreate it. So we're gonna do it a lot. And hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to be here with you, and also with the ones that I cannot see because they are in some translation link. I know that you are there, and most probably you know that I'm here too, even if you don't see me. I just know that Burju, the Turkish translator, from time to time, is like showing me to everybody. Yeah, or she shows me who is on the Zoom link. I'm not sure, whatever. So, yeah, I'd like to start with what is talk to the entities actually, because there's a lot of stuff going on in some cultures and some countries, and some people, when they hear about entities and ghosts or stuff like this. So, talk to the entities, it's like I would say what religion tried to do, but it didn't happen. And it's really educating people about ghosts, spirits, demons, and all of that stuff, awareness. Because we are living in a world which has that too. And I guess one of my favorite things at Access is that it really empowers you to deal with your life. And dealing with your life also means to deal with entities. It's just like dealing with your, I don't know, taxes and, I don't know, paying for food. It's kind of the same thing, even if it's a totally different thing. So everything that does not allow you to go beyond any kind of projection, rejection, separation, or point of view that you have or that others imposed on you on what entities are and spirit world is. Will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, but for all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, I guess I'll hear a lot of times this. Somebody just joined the Zoom. So hello, everybody. Okay, going beyond your fear of ghosts. Okay, so first, do you know what fear is? If you've been in a foundation class or have some more access background, you will know that fear is a distractor implant, and fear, it's not real. And guess what? All distractor implants, including fear, are hiding something. Like there's something hiding behind fear. And what it is? Guess what? Potency. So I'm wondering, all of you who has this huge fear of stepping into the spirit world and receiving from entities and whatever else that means, what potency do you actually have with that you could now acknowledge about yourself? And I know it's like, but no, I just fear them so much. They will do something bad to me because in all those other lifetimes, I was doing this witchcraft and I was killed because of that, or blah, blah, blah. My grandmother was doing witchcraft on me. Or I was living there where black magic was the most important job people had. How come I actually have a potency with this? I know it doesn't make sense. I know it's not linear, but this is how it is. And if you just open up to that, and also like all the things that you think are wrong about you are actually your strongness. How to explain that? I can't, but you have to explore that on your own. Yeah, and like everything you decided it's wrong about you, especially with entities and dealing with them and receiving from them. Will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, with bad, but vocal, 9 shorts, ways and beyond. And I just had a session today. It was a talk to the entities facilitation session. And the lady was saying, so, but like, how do I do it? Like, how do I actually like receive from entities or communicate with entities? And guys, it's not about the how, it's not a recipe, but you really have to explore it on your own. And it's like, once you let go of the fear, all the other, like the whole charge that you have on that, and you just open up to what is actually available to you. Because, okay, just let me ask you, what is actually available to you and for you and with you, with the spirit world, and talk to the entities? Like, perceive that energy. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive what is actually possible, totally beyond this reality for you. With this, will you discern and create it all? Right, wrong, with bed, but vocal, 9 shorts, ways and beyond. And if you have questions, please unmute yourself or write it in the chat. Be awesome to hear you. So, questions. Who has a question? Or who is willing to ask a question?
Hello, Lorena.
Hi.
Hi. Hello to everyone. May I ask a question?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, actually, I allow myself after last time when you had a Zoom, like also free Zoom, to go beyond the fear and to allow that, like, they contribute also to me. An amazing thing happened after that in my life. Like, I attracted the job exactly which I loved, and like so other things. So I'm grateful to you and also to them, whoever were willing to contribute. And so now I'm curious, this week I was playing with SOP, and I'm curious, since like entities don't have like bodies, but they're energy, of course. Is it possible when we are running like SOP that this SOP energy contributes also to them?
Yeah. Yes. Like,
mm-hmm.
Going like to speak about SOP now. SOP, it's really like you can do SOP on anything.
Amazing.
Contribute to anything. And also like in Talk to the Entities classes, there's a lot of SOP going, or at least in my Talk to the Entities classes, I'm kind of all the time SOPing. And yeah, it's just like a lot of things and stuff is just shifting energetically.
Super cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, and thank you for allowing us and creating this amazing Zoom as well.
How does it get any better than this?
Exactly. Okay, I will mute myself. Bye.
Lorena, we have a question in the Turkish.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Are there any entities who makes our teeth squeeze like this? And if there are some, how can we clean them?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So I guess I should talk like what this question is about actually. It's about the science of entities. So, okay, let me go into that. Okay, how many of you have not acknowledged yet the presence of entities around you? Like, I mean, all around you. Or at least with situations going on in your life. And everything that brought up. Will you all please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pokol, nice shorts, boys and beyonds. I will just tell you some stuff from my own experience before starting Talk to the Entities and using the tools and clearing and communicating and just like opening up to this. So I would like my sign of having entities around me was like I was cranky all the time and in a very weird mood. But I mean, I just couldn't do anything. Like nothing was good, nothing was good, and nothing was good, and nothing was good. I don't know if you can get that, but like nothing was good. Okay, now getting to the 100 thing after nothing was good is that nothing was good with my body, not just on a mood way and psychological way, but also like physical way. It was some kind of pain, but not like really painful, but it was just not easiness with my body. And okay, there were a lot of stuff. Plus, I couldn't ever sleep. Like I was going to sleep, and it took me like 4 hours to actually. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yeah. It took me like 4 hours because there were all these conversations in my head. And it was not the overthinking. Sometimes it was overthinking, but sometimes it was just this very weird conversations going beyond 2 or more people that had like no sense in my life, like in the actual life that I had at that time. It was like, what? And I was just like present with that. And I was like, am I crazy or what? And going beyond that, there was also this non-clarity going with situations all the time. Yeah, and these are just a few. Like so many other people just have different diseases, and or like another entity sign, it's like sneezing or just like a lot of stuff. Like it can be physiological or physical stuff. So yeah, what are your signs of entity awareness? And everything that does not allow you to acknowledge their existence actually in your life and in like not just around you, but also in your relationships to people, in your job, in your business, and so many others. Will you please destroy an uncreated role?
Yes.
Right, wrong, but vocal 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Somebody had a question or
Hey,
yeah.
we have a question in Slovenian,
Yeah.
if there's space. Yeah, so there was a question asking if there's entities present in my fear from driving a car.
It can be that too. And I'm wondering like actually how many entities that died in like car crashes are you aware of?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And I know, I totally get, guys. It makes no sense, but you are just aware of it. I know it's super weird, but in the same time, it's super interesting. So what if you could be more aware than you are willing to be, and to know that you can actually be more aware than what you are willing to be? And what about receiving more than you think you can receive? So, yes, Alejandro, I see your
Hello, everyone. Yeah, you see my hand?
just
Right. So,
hand.
so I took my very first bars class like a month and a half ago, and sometimes it feels like it was 3 years ago. My life started to change in an amazing way. I'm struggling against that Hollywood, what's spirits and demons and everything that is supposed to be. And recently I ordered the Talk to the Entities book, and that was my first conscious thing with them, because as soon as I went to open the door of my house, before my finger touched the light switch, the light turned on itself. So I said, yes, there's no other switch that turns that light on. And as I told you on Facebook today, I was receiving a bar session 2 days ago, and all of a sudden I hear on my left ear, and you know what those two moments have in common? I didn't wait for them. I didn't have any expectation on how they were supposed to communicate or show off or whatever. So my question is, can it be that sometimes they don't show off, or they don't talk, or they don't nothing because we, in our minds, limited minds, think that they should do this so that we can get the message or the contribution or whatever that is?
Yeah. So as Lena was mentioning,
Nice. Now,
I just muted you all, I think. So as Lena was mentioning, their energy too. So a lot of times they won't say anything. Okay, I'm gonna put it differently a little bit. So, because there can be like some charge and some points of view about entities, and most of them are bought from movies and stuff like that, which is not true and very dramatized, so it can sell. But what if entities are just like people? And I mean, really, I mean, only that they do not have a body, but they are exactly like people. Like they can choose who to communicate with, who to pinch on the face, who to kiss, who to whatever. And they can choose to show up or just to be around and kind of hide, but still be there. And it's, just see it like this. Look on the street when you go to look on the street next time, when you go outside of the house, and just observe people and see how different they are. And some of them you kind of don't notice them so much, and some of them are really loud. That's the same with entities. And as you open up more, you will see more and you will be aware of more. And even that subtle energy, that's either an entity who wants to be cleared or who wants to gift you something, will be somehow obvious.
Yeah, I think we are, as humans, they have to find the answer to everything. You sneeze, I don't know, something went into your nose. Or you have a headache, yeah, you thought too much about something. And I got a lot of chills the whole day. And to me, now that I'm aware that there are other possibilities that no one teaches us, because that's the truth, no one says this. When I feel like my head is about to be blown away, I know there's entities. I went to my grandmother's house the other day, and I started to feel that, my head started boiling, and I asked, "Who are you?" And after 2 seconds, it went away.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of situations in our lives that we are not taught that that could be something else.
Yeah, exactly that. Because who can put in a linear perspective and explain it somehow when something really weird happens, in a good or in a bad way. Okay, I'm gonna say something with entities contributing. So I had some Turkish liras in cash for some good months now. I guess I counted them at least 20 times, and I knew exactly what the amount is. And a few, for 2 months, I didn't look at them anymore. And 2 weeks ago, when I took a look again, it was I had 1,000 Turkish liras more. And it was oh, okay, entities. But how, for me, it was really clear that it's entities, but you can never prove that to anybody else. And it's not something that you can go and say loud on the street, because people would be like, what? But yeah, that's kind of the magic of it. And I'm wondering what magic would be possible for all of you if you'd just be open to know that it can exist and it's possible. So Dennis, it's saying, my husband has OCD labeled, and guess what? He's in Cairo now with his parents, and I'm in Swiss. Yeah, we have a Talk to the Entities class in Cairo, which is in 2 months. 2 months? Sorry, in 2 weeks. Yeah, and it will also be online. I have been trained to speak with entities. I see in some of my clients that demons do not want to go instantaneously. What else can I do to facilitate this? So, okay, I'm gonna, because maybe some people don't know about clearing entities. How do you clear them? So the most basic clearing, it's who are you? Who were you before this? who were you before this, who were you before this until the charge goes away, and who will you be in the future, and can now take all the magnetic, and this will clear nothing, guys, okay? It's just me giving an example. It will not clear right now anything. Can you take all the magnetic imprinting and your luggage with you and leave now? Right, wrong, good, bad, but pokol, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And with the demons, there's a different clearing. So demons, return to from whence you came, never to return to us, our bodies, or this reality ever again. So just so you know this, with demons and entities, when they do not want to go, or they just do not go, you should consider also like relationships with them. Like so many people still have relationships from some other lifetimes with entities, and they have a body now, but the entity, it's still an entity. So look at like relationships that you have, and also with demons. And for some of them, for some of you here now would be like, what is she talking about? And that's fine, guys. You will get there. And with demons, it can be like, okay, I'm gonna say this. So they can be given jobs, like particular jobs. And sometimes you have to like destroy and uncreate jobs. And also some people are not willing to let go of entities and demons, because those entities, or like especially demons, promise them something. And they still think that that demon will deliver that thing. And what like the thing with demons is just you have to clear them, and you have to kind of recognize them. And something that like really changed the game for me, it is that demons mostly appear as judgment. And it's all those times when you go into, I'm not enough, I don't deserve this, I cannot do this, I cannot succeed, I'm not good enough, I'm not able, like any kind of diminishment of yourself, of what you can create. Oh, and about money, like there are so many demons like regarding money, and like spending money and receiving money and stuff like that, and all those judgments around money. Yeah, okay. All demons that, and everything they told you, and everything that they are telling you, even the sweet, cute little ones, will you please now return them to from whence they came, never to return to you, your body, or this reality ever again? Right, wrong, good, bad, but pokol, 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Return to from whence you came, never to return to us, our bodies, or this reality ever again. Cool. Other questions, guys?
Yes, Lorena. When you talk about that sometimes we can giving demons job, I believe that I have an awareness that when we say in someone or something and we have an evil eye or envy about these people, I believe that we can hiring demons here to destroy this whatever people, gift, car, something like that. I believe it's subconsciously contract with demon to destroy that, right?
Yeah. So like one.
Can you give me 1 minute to translate it in Arabic? Because it just popped up in my mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, so well. If you didn't hear what Rania said, just whatever Rania said.
And there are questions in the Turkish chat, and they are insisting.
Yeah, okay. Next, it's Turkish.
Okay.
So, yeah, like, yeah, whatever Rania said, yes, that can happen. And one recommendation that's actually written in the Talk to the Entities beginning class, it's do not send demons to people because they will come back and haunt you. Yeah, so kind of like when you do jealousy or envy or try to destroy somebody, you use demons. How do we recognize? Okay, let's take Turkish first.
Thank you. Let me read it in Turkish first, and I'll translate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys passed your fear of entities really fast. I thought we are going to do a whole Zoom just about like how to go beyond the fear. I'm kidding.
There's the question is, are those demons speaking to the people as they are speaking in their heads? Because I witnessed with a friend of mine who is husband. She was with her husband, and she was speaking with the husband. Really with the effect of something or somebody else.
Yeah.
And what is this?
Yes. Answer, it's yes. So what happens many times? I don't know, whatever I wanted to say. So yes, and a lot of people, like, what it's kind of what Rania was asking, but more specific on relationships between people. When you go into like, I want to kill somebody, it's always demons. Like when you go into such a fight and reaction that you are just like, I want to kill them right now, it's demons. Either if other people are doing it on you, it's still demons. Either if you are doing it, it's still demons. Yeah. Something else on Turkish?
Yeah, and how can we get rid of them?
You just clear them. You just clear them, and you also like clear them adding choice there. Like you also have to choose. Okay, first step, you have to be aware of it. Like first step begins with awareness. Second, choice, which kind of happens at the same time with clearing them, or at least like before, after clearing, whatever. But like when you clear them, you also have to choose to let go of them or the other person. Anyhow, a lot of charge just goes, even if you don't have that direct choice, like, oh, from now on, I will submit to whatever.
Hey, I have another question in Slovenian.
Yeah.
It's about.
Thank you.
Thank you, Borju.
It's about starting to learn to speak English, even though she has tried several times with different programs that she has at home. She just can't get to it, and it's been like several years that she wasn't able to do it.
So do you need to first learn entity language and then English? I mean, energy. Yeah.
Yeah, we think that might be the case.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lena has a raised hand, and then I'm gonna go into the chat.
Hello, one more time. Just like a question, when you mention about like when we want to kill someone, like when we are in arguing or something, then we are like operating like from a demon, like energies, let's say so. In Access, I heard Lorena also like a term killing energy. Is this the same? Okay, because like I was like using it sometimes if I would be like
So
in this just like, yeah, okay, then it's different.
yeah,
Super.
yeah,
Okay.
like, yeah. With the killing energy in Access, that's something different. It's like more about being willing to kill limitation. But with like killing somebody, it's that charge of to kill them.
But not really like.
Yeah. And it doesn't, like when you go into that arguing and fight, you are an allowance. And something that the killing energy has, it's allowance.
Yeah, because when I was talking with one certified facilitator, also she was here at my place, then like sometimes she said like, if you are like, so let's say so crazy and something is limiting you, even in a communication with someone, you can use it like in a way you can imagine just to release this energy, but not really like in a way to kill someone.
Yeah, and like the difference, because when you go into that killing and arguing and fighting with somebody, that's not a choice, actually.
Yeah.
Like you are so like controlled by that. Instead of you choosing to use the killing energy into your advantage, because it would create more.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, super. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome, Lena. How?
And there are more questions in the third.
We need to do part 2. Like after losing the fear, receiving the magic, and much more. Or you are all very welcome to the Cairo class, or I mean in Cairo or online. So Burcu.
Thank you, Lorena. Let me read it in Turkish first. There are 3 questions. I will very quickly translate them. First, I heard those entities might be in our bodies. Are we sharing our bodies? The second one, how can the entities contribute to the creation? The third one, the diseases, the health problems, are there coming from the entities? Thank you very much.
Okay. Cool. So I'm kind of will address first question and first question and third question, and then go to the creation, because there are some other people asking about that, or kind of asking about that. So, okay, with the diseases, like, okay, your body, it's like a map. It's like an awareness map. Okay, it's like an awareness tool, actually, which is kind of like connected to the earth, and it's really easily to be aware of the earth and everything that's happening on planet Earth and all those people. And it's also, you have all, I don't know what I'm trying to explain right now. Okay, your body, shortly said, not in a poetic way, your body, it's aware, okay? Your body, it's super aware. And it's communicating with you, the being. And it can communicate stuff that the body requires, or it can communicate awareness. And that awareness can be entity awareness as well. And sometimes it's not that lies easy like a feather awareness, but it's more like disease, pain, and I got my ass hurt awareness. And a lot of times when you...
Just a second.
Yeah.
I'm lost in the translation. Just a second.
Lost in translation.
Okay, please continue. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Burju, it was because of my poetic stuff going on. Like sometimes people just ignore it or have no idea what it is, and it just shows up as disease in the body. And guys, everything starts to change when you get aware of it and when you ask a question. How to anything, instead of going into how to, go into some other question. If it's about like, how can I create with entities? How can I have them contribute to me? There's no such a thing as a recipe. We do not have a 100 pages beginning manual because there's a long recipe on how to receive from entities or how to communicate with them. It's really about exploring. And it's really about ask and you shall receive. And it's really about asking, like, okay, what entities would like to contribute to me? What entities would like to contribute to my S? What entities would like to contribute to my business? What entities would like to contribute to me getting that car? Or moving to that country or whatever else. And do not go into thinking, because then you are thinking. No, really, but when you're going into thinking about all of this, because that's what you do when you go into how, you're trying to kind of figure out the right way and the right path and the right choice and the right next move to get there. But what you actually do then when you go into how, it's that you do not end up choosing something. You just stay there and overthink about it, and you think, oh, how great it would be. But then you do not actually ask for it. So what if it's too easy and you just have to ask for it? And I know we've been taught how to, and that we should how to, instead of just ask a question or several questions. So when we ask which entities want to contribute with this, doesn't it open a door for a bad entity, such demons, and they play us a game as well? So when you ask for it, you kind of have to put that demand of actual contribution and not for somebody to play you a game. It's like just instead, on the other hand, when you guys are asking for help, like, oh my God, I'm so pathetic, somebody please help me, then you are really opening the doors to all sorts of entities and demons to play you a game. But when you actually like ask, okay, hello Earth, hello spirit world, what gifts do you have for me today? And really demand that from okay, who would actually be a contribution? The ones who want to contribute will. And also like, yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Yeah, and also like something else that I would like to debunk, it's that whatever you think entities are or how they are, this is how they will show up for you. And like compare this with your experience with people. Like there are so many people that just think that all other people are just awful or they're all bad and not willing to contribute. And this is how they show up for them. Like, I just know so many people who are like, everybody is bad and everybody is self-interest. And then that's how all the people they met are like. That's the same with entities, but you have to get that they are also amazing entities, stupid entities, unaware entities, aware entities, like all sorts of them. And they're exactly like people. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There's another question, but this is not from the Turkish chat. This is the Turkish question from the this Zoom, English Zoom, but it was a direct message. I don't know if I can translate it or not. If the person who says, okay, let's translate it, I will translate it and I'm telling it in Turkish, okay? Bana direkt mesaj yazan kişi eğer bunu soru olarak sormamı istiyorsanız o zaman bana söyleyin, ben onu tercüme edeceğim. Teşekkürler.
Merhaba Burcu Hanım, sesim geliyor mu?
Evet geliyor. Eğer dersen ki okuduğumu tercüme edeceğim.
Evet, şimdi
Tamam.
tercüme
Söylemene
ederken de-
gerek yok. Ben
Peki.
okudum tercüme.
Peki, çok teşekkür ederim.
Yeah. Lorena?
Yeah.
I'm gonna translate it. I will read it in Turkish first. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Merhaba Burcu Hanım. Kızım aylardır entitileri görüyor ancak artık
I really missed having at least 10 minutes of Burju speaking Turkish in the English Zoom.
I'm translating it into English now. Okay. Okay. The daughter of the lady's daughter, she was seeing the entities for months, and now there's a demon speaking with her, and the demon says very bad things. There is a demon who gave oh, I don't know how to translate it.
Can I say it already? Can I say it already? Can I say it already? Can I say it already?
Okay, okay, please.
Start with clearing demons. And yeah, like clear demons until
Şeytanları temizle.
until there's no more of that. Like yeah.
Türkçe şu an burada söyleyemiyorum ama lütfen diğer Zoom'u dinlerse.
Like
Okay.
I recently just finished a money class and I was like all the time like, guys, clear demons, clear demons, clear demons, clear demons until you have no more like paranoia. I'm adding this to, yeah. So until you have no more paranoia, until you have no more self-judgment, until you have no more like suicide thoughts, bad thoughts, like these are all demons. And yeah. Lena, yes.
One more time. Now, when you mention suicide thoughts, actually a very, very interesting topic. I bought like from Shannon O'Hara, like Clearing Demons, podcast that lasts 1 hour. And when I started clearing them, like in a way, listening each day, then first 3 days came such suicide thoughts. I totally like perceived that they were freaking out and that I had a bunch of them, because like this never happened to me before. The voice came so clear: go to pick the knife and kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like I was like a bipolar person, definitely. It was so interesting. Like, and now you mention it, yeah. So.
And there's like so much, like all these mental health issues, they all have to do with entities.
Thank you.
And all like drugs and alcohol and all of this stuff. And all of this stuff has to do with entities.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Super.
So,
Thank you.
thank you, Lena. Like me, I asked the entities and nature, this is from the chat, and nature and elementals to contribute for us, my husband and me. Then some days later, an entity showed suddenly up at work and said he helped. The next day, I came to an advertisement about entities and mental health called. Immediately, I bought it. Yeah, cool. We may be done, guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Here, smoking from these entities like alcohol and drugs, smoking also.
Yeah,
it might be entities.
Yeah. And
Okay.
you can like, and also like food.
هو انا كنت بسالها عن كمان المدخن.
Overeating can also be caused by entities. And yeah, there's like, you can just perceive some entities around you that want something, but they do not have a body. So you kind of do it for them. And there's this question, okay, who am I eating for? Who am I drinking for? Who am I having sex for? Who am I choosing this for? Whatever that is. And if it's not ease, joy, and glory, it's probably not you. Yeah. So guys, if you'd like to explore more, because actually there is a lot to explore, we have 2.5 days, which are coming in 2 weeks in Cairo. We will have a talk to the entities introduction class, which is the 2-hour class on 26th of March. And then the beginning class on 27 and 28. And actually the beginning class includes now the intro class. So if you get the beginning class intro, it's included. You can join us in Cairo. It will be at a really nice place. Or you can join us online, and we will have for now Arabic and Turkish, and I guess also Romanian translation. And yes, and maybe Slovenian too. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to what this can create, because it's the first Talk to the Entities class ever in Egypt. And it's like, I'm here like opening this huge door to talk to the entities in like an Arabic country, which is like, oh my God, wow. So I'm so grateful for everybody and for everybody who will join, and like translators, thank you. And also Rania and Aisha, thank you for putting up the class together in Egypt. We have links for everything, or you can just contact me, Rania, Aisha, Burju. If you are Turkish, contact Burju. And see you soon, guys. And you will get the recording of this. Thank you. And bye, everybody. And thank you again.